Good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. We are so glad you joined us this morning. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverde. Okay, with all the celebrating we've been doing, right?
That's right.
Lots to celebrate. Now might be a great time to consider starting a new you. At least when it comes to the body. We've got some great information on how to cleanse our systems.
Remember when Tom Cruise, guys, do you remember this when he wore those invisible braces? Well, they're not just for celebrities, so get ready to improve your smile.
And you've got a great smile.
Oh.
And some good advice when it comes to cold sores. The Balancing Act starts right now.
Right now.
They can be embarrassing and also painful. I'm talking about the dreaded skincare issue, cold sores. Cold sore season is here, but you have the power to fight back. This morning, we're going to discuss a way to help you save face. Joining us with some great solutions is Dr. Heather Woolery-Lloyd, the Director of Ethnic Skincare at the University of Miami. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about this, because when I was growing up, I'd hear cold sores, you're getting an infection, you might be getting a cold. Let's clear up the air here. What is a cold sore and what causes them to appear?
Well, cold sores are blister-like sores that can occur on the lip or face, and they're caused by a virus called the herpes simplex virus 1. And unlike the viruses that cause colds or flus, that virus stays in your body for life. So when you don't have any symptoms, it's called latent. But sometimes it becomes active, and that's when you see the cold sore.
And when you hear the word herpes, again, it can be an alarming word for some people, and yet sometimes you think to yourself, it really shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. There's really no reason to be alarmed. In fact, up to 70% of adults in the United States have the herpes simplex virus. And of those, 15 to 40% experience symptoms or cold sores.
And who gets cold sores?
So it can occur in all ages, but it is more common in women, and it does increase as you get older, the risk of getting a cold sore. And basically, it's transmitted once you have direct contact with a herpes lesion in someone who has an active infection. So that's how you get the cold sore virus.
So why is it more prevalent in women? Why is it that it's always women?
Well, we really don't know that, actually, but it is more common in women. We do know that. And really, it's just a very common thing. And I really try to emphasize to my patients, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Right.
It's quite common, and the vast majority of adults in the United States have the cold sore virus.
So what triggers a cold sore? Do we know?
Yes, there are many different triggers. It can be triggered by sunlight. It can be triggered by a cold or a flu, emotional stress.
Can it be seasonal also? Because sometimes I've heard the cold weather, really?
Absolutely. We do see it more during the winter months when we have more colds and flus. Everyone has their different triggers, and for me as a dermatologist, it can also be triggered by procedures. So if you're doing a laser procedure on the face or even oral surgery can trigger a cold sore.
And obviously stress, that's like number
Definitely, number one.
Now, how do you know you're going to get a cold sore? Are there symptoms? Is there something to watch out for?
There are symptoms. In fact, most people experience some type of tingling, stinging, burning, itching, and some people might experience a little mild pain. So there's a prodrome, we call that the prodrome, before the cold sore comes out, and that's the best time to start your treatment.
And that's probably the best time also to go see a doctor. And I know this for a fact that many people will either maybe put some makeup on, women of course.
Yes.
And or maybe some cold presses, ice. Does that work?
Well, the cold presses might cause some temporary relief, but they're not going to shorten the duration of your cold sore. So it's more important, I think, to use a prescription cream because that's where you'll see the results.
So tell me one that you like that works for you.
Well, the treatment that I love in patients with cold sores is actually Denavir. This is what it looks like. And Denavir is pencyclovir 1% cream, and it can be applied during the prodrome period where you're having the tingling or the stinging sensation prior to the cold sore, and it can also be applied directly to the cold sore. And it's been proven to shorten the duration of the cold sore, and shortening that duration makes a big impact on someone's quality of life.
Now, I always ask in terms of side effects, are there any that one should be concerned about?
Yes, in the clinical trials, 3% of people who received the Denavir had local side effects, and actually 4% of people in the placebo group had local side effects.
Really?
Yes, and those local side effects could be skin sensitivity, a rash, or change in taste.
Now, in terms of cost also, a lot of people sometimes say, I'd love to get it, but I can't afford it. How does this compare?
Well, for me, that's really important because sometimes prescription medications can be so expensive, but Denevir has a copay assistance program. So for eligible patients, they pay no more than $15.
Oh my gosh, so worth it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do appreciate your time, doctor.
Thank
Come back
you.
with something for pimples?
Maybe next time.
That's what I need. All right. Remember to talk to your doctor to see if Denevir may be right for you. Or for more information on Denevir and how it can help you manage your cold sores, visit our website, thebalancingact.com. That's thebalancingact.com. We're also on Facebook.
Even if you haven't done one, chances are you know folks who have, and it's gaining in popularity, and for good reason. We're talking about an intestinal cleanse. Many swear by it, but some of us are simply uninformed to its benefits. And here to clear it all up and the mystery behind it and educate us on why cleansing can be a very vital part of our overall health is Jeff Van Heck, National Sales Manager for a company called Yerba Prima, a consumer company dedicated to great intestinal health. So glad to have you in the studio. You can educate me as well this morning.
Thank you, Julie. Pleasure to be here.
Great to have you. All right, Jeff, let's start with the big picture. And what exactly is a cleanse and what occurs during a cleanse?
Well, the fact is that our environment has become contaminated as a result of the overproduction of chemical compounds. These chemical compounds can be found in everything from our food supply to our water and even the air we breathe. Typically, they can be found as herbicides, pesticides, heavy metal toxins like mercury, even plasticizers commonly found in water bottles and carpeting.
Wow. Yeah.
Once in the system, these chemical compounds are toxic and they wreak havoc in the body. So it's very, very difficult to remove them. Whole body cleansing is really the most effective way to be able to do that, and it'll do it through all 7 channels of elimination. The bowels, the kidneys, the lungs, the skin, the lymphatic system, along with the blood and the liver.
Wow. That's intense, but amazing that it can do all that. Yeah. And can you do this right at home?
You can do it in the comfort and convenience of your own home. It's very gentle. It won't have any harmful or unwanted side effects. It's a 30-day supply, very easy to use, and we're not asking anyone to make any drastic changes to their lifestyle. Just use the product and go about your daily life. I
know you've brought some products to our kitchen. They're specifically formulated for women. And tell us what we've got here.
Well, we have our Women's Renew Whole Body Cleanse System.
Okay.
Yerba Prima is the only company that manufactures a whole body cleanse system for both male and female body types. The difference between the two is that we've added support nutrients for the male and female body types.
Okay.
So the Women's Renew contains chaste tree berry and dong quai, which are 2 very good female tonic herbs. We've also added B vitamins for energy. In addition to that, we have our Herbal Guard formula, which is actually our anti-parasite formula. This has triphala, black walnut hulls, cloves, and ginger, and it'll help to aid the body in removing any parasites. And then finally, we have our fiber component, which is the Prima Cleanse formula. This has all 5 different types of fiber: selenium, magnesium, and calcium to help strengthen and rebuild the lining of the colon, FOS, or fructooligosaccharides,
wow.
to feed and multiply the good bacteria, and some of our Great Plains bentonite, which is a very powerful detoxifier, and it will aid in removing heavy metal toxins, herbicides, and pesticides. So very complete, very gentle, 30-day supply.
And why should women be careful about what type of whole body cleanse they're using?
A lot of cleanse systems on the market today contain harsh stimulant laxatives, which can create what we refer to as a laxative dependency, which actually shuts the body's own ability down to evacuate or eliminate. So you want to make sure you're very careful as far as what type of cleanse you're using. And a lot of others actually require a strict fasting regimen, which can also be very unsafe. So you always want to use a product that's natural, try and take a fiber approach when you can, and use it over a longer period of time to work naturally with your body.
Good advice. Your product literature states that Yerba Prima pioneered the use of fiber in whole body cleansing. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yes, we were actually the first company in the natural foods industry 35 years ago to have a a whole body cleanse. There were a lot of other companies in the industry that had standalone herbal ingredients or fiber components, but none were really putting it all in one kit, addressing all avenues of the elimination cycle. We also were the first company to launch a full line of dietary fiber supplements and blends containing no artificial sweeteners, binders, or fillers, ensuring that our customers got the highest quality, cleanest product available.
You know, fiber, we hear, is so great for weight loss. And really, how much weight are we talking about with women and this product and using this cleanse?
Well, it's true. Fiber is very good at aiding in weight loss, and it varies by individual. But what fiber does is it helps to create a feeling of satiety, so you feel fuller longer. It also helps to promote good digestion and helps to speed up food transit time. So it's very, very effective for weight loss. And again, it varies by individual. There's a lot of different factors that play a role in that, and it can be physical activity, eating habits, a woman's body chemistry.
Sure.
But one thing for sure is fiber and cleansing is definitely good for helping to lose weight.
You're going to lose weight.
Absolutely. Yeah.
One final question. Where can our viewers find this?
You can find our products at any health food store throughout the country and a lot of these specialty grocery stores that have health food sets, or you can find us online at yerbaprima.com.
Thanks so much for coming in. Great information.
Thanks so much for having me here, Julie.
All right, if you'd like to come clean and learn more, you can also visit us at thebalancingact.com or share with us your reasons why you want to cleanse. Log on to Facebook.com/The Balancing Act Fans.
What better time than now to talk about the latest in creating beautiful smiles? Please welcome to the show this morning Dr. Margot Brilliant, a top orthodontist, and her patients Francine Mishtish and Amanda Studnick, and right by her side, her mother, Stacy. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Doctor, let me start with you. Let's talk about the latest in teeth straightening.
We now have orthodontic appliances that have no wires, brackets, or bands. Invisalign, with its cutting-edge technology, makes a series of removable trays out of very lightweight plastic that move teeth very gently over time.
And I know there's Invisalign and Invisalign Teen. What's the difference?
There's a few clinical differences. One being that Invisalign Teen, you can order a replacement aligner if you lose it. There's also a blue indicator dot on the aligner so the doctor can see that the patient is wearing the aligner as prescribed. But the most fantastic thing about Invisalign is that it really works on complex treatment plans, often present in teens.
Francine, let me bring you in now. I know you decided to get braces as an adult. Was it a tough decision for you? Because I would think the older you get, the harder it would be, compliance, I don't know, a lot of things, right?
Yeah, well, I saw my teeth shifting, so I knew something needed to be done. And the Invisalign decision was somewhat easier because of the advantages that it presents over braces. I had braces when I was a kid, and this is totally different method and very attractive.
So for you, it was
so
a
glad I
no-brainer.
committed. Absolutely no-brainer.
Big difference for you, huh?
Absolutely. Well, the difference between doing it and doing nothing.
Touche. Well said. Amanda, how about you? You are how old?
17.
Okay, so was it tough for you to make that decision that at your age, it's a tough year? I mean, you're a senior?
Exactly, yeah. And going into senior year, I'm going to have a lot of dances and pictures to take. And
Boys asking you out.
exactly. So having things in my mouth that I can take out whatever I want, to be able to have a clear mouth for pictures, it was a really great thing to know. So I'm glad that I went with Invisalign.
And made a big difference for you as well.
Huge difference.
And you're gorgeous, let me just tell you. You probably have guys knocking on the door, right, Mom? Doctor, let me ask you this. Since Invisalign clear aligners are removable, and I can see how easy it is to manage it, and I can't even tell she's wearing it, does it make it easier for a teenager to be more compliant?
Well, teenagers are very compliant.
They are?
They are. We have data that shows that they do wear them 21 hours a day, which is necessary to get straight teeth. And the other thing is that we really don't see very many people ordering the replacement aligners, so they don't lose them as often as you think they would.
And I think I know the answer to this, but what would motivate a teenager to choose this as opposed to, let's say, the metal braces?
Well, a very interesting study came out. It's that Invisalign Teen commissioned Kelton Research to poll 3,000 teens, and we found that kids that were in metal braces were much more embarrassed versus the kids that wore aligners. But really the best number that came out of the study is that 68% of all teens wearing Invisalign were less likely to be teased, which was a huge motivating factor with bullying today.
And that's huge to know. In terms of cost, is it comparable?
It is. Invisalign costs about the same as traditional braces. The national average right now is about $5,600. It all depends, of course, on the treatment plan and where you live. There are ways to save some out-of-pocket dollars, one being orthodontic insurance. If it covers traditional braces, it will cover Invisalign.
Stacey, let me bring you in. As a mom, did you see some benefits from her choice?
Yes, absolutely. Invisalign, first of all, doesn't have the breaking brackets and wires that are coming out, so we're not rushing for emergencies, which is huge with schedules and a mother. 2, she can eat any foods she wants. She pops the liners out, she eats, and then she can brush properly. And 3, for sure, just the fact that she can take them in and out for confidence, it definitely is a plus.
Makes a difference. Dr. Brilliant, is Invisalign good for just small cosmetic issues, or does it help with complex issues in the mouth?
It helps a lot with complex issues. Advances in Invisalign's patented technology has really made us able to treat complex issues.
What would you suggest the age is that we should take our children to visit an orthodontist?
Definitely by the age of 7.
Wow, my kids are 10 and 12 and they haven't gone.
You're late.
Oh, shame on me. Okay, I'm going to end with my 2 Invisalign patients. Let me start with you, Francine. Just, the difference you've seen, how you feel about choosing it.
Like I said, I mean, the difference between doing nothing or doing what's right. Easy to wear. I wear them all the time. Easy to speak with. No problem. I haven't lost any. And I would do it all over again.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And Amanda, your thoughts?
I think that Invisalign impacted me in so many ways because not only am I straightening my teeth, but I also get to remove them. And for me, being on the morning show at my school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You report on the news?
I do.
And what has that done for you?
When I get to take them out, I can have a clean smile and no one has to know that I'm trying to straighten my teeth.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Dr.
so much.
Brilliant. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
If you want to intern here, let me know.
Of course.
Stacey, thank you, and good luck to you. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate your time. And if you want to know more about Invisalign Clear Aligners for your smile or the smile of someone you love, log on to thebalancingact.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. We love hearing from you, or post a smile as well.
That was a really informative show. Thanks for spending part of your morning with us. We hope you learned a little something. Remember, we've got lots more online at thebalancingact.com.
And we're also on Facebook. We are social.
Yes, we are.
And we're on Twitter, so look us up there. Until the next time, remember to find your balance.
So long, everybody.